goodness. I'm just gonna record for my Rumble. So I'm doing two videos right now. So it's kind of bright on one, but I'm sitting in my friend's basement where I'm staying right now, and she makes hats and things. So there's some cool stuff that she has in her basement. Anyways, I just did long, worth it watching video with Ishmael Perez on Rise TV Media with Greg, Victoria, and Jaron. Super fun show, super worth the time to watch. Kind of puts a lot of things into perspective, and thank you to all the people that did watch full time. That was amazing. So today's show is just kind of a little bit of what we talked about. I'm just going to move this a little bit closer so I can be more comfortable. There we go. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking, but whatever. Anyhow, I'm just going to stare off into this space right here, and that's where I'm going to look. So, long story short, today's show was fabulous. We talked about a lot of things as far as what we think is going on in the galaxy, kind of things ahead, vibrations, a whole plethora of things. And also manifesting higher timelines. So that's kind of one of the things that I do want to talk about today is the what we think about and how those relay into actions just in our own 3D world. And I know I'm constantly trying to reprogram my own brain at this point. So, some of the things that I know people have questions, and feel free to ask questions, and hopefully the comments will come up on this channel. We'll see. It's kind of hard to see. My phone is really broken, and I have to record YouTube off my phone because they're being super difficult. So I know I'm getting the numbers aren't there, and you know what I'm talking about. I can't even say those words anymore because it prevents people from still watching. So can somebody make one comment and see if any comments come up, please? Just so I know that something's happening. I don't know how to. There's somebody chatted. Oh, there we are. Hi there, sweet. Okay, yay. Okay, good. Now I can see comments. So, thank you for watching and thank you for commenting. And, oh, hi, Australia. I feel like I'm on that romper room where you have that magic mirror and you're like, I see Australia, I see the UK, I see all y'all. But anyhow, back to the manifestation. I'm drinking, in case anybody wants to know, hot chocolate because it's snowing here in my city and it's a little bit cold and I needed some warming up and I've had too much coffee. So just let's dump some magical sugar in me and it'll make me feel better and warm. So anyhow, where I'm at today with the news and everything. Firstly, if you didn't catch that show, I did mention a little geometria breakdown, which was uh, faith and freedom equal giant red wave. I think it's like, just go put it in yourself. It's an amazing one too. And actually Ishmael Perez, which I thought was funny. So some of these things, and then so I'm gonna do some little decodes on all these names and frequencies and see what I can come up with. I know Tom Numbers does a really good job of it, and Ishmael mentioned earlier that his name is the same as DJ T's, like fully spelt out, I guess, or something. So I'm gonna see what that's all about. I find it fascinating because these are all synchronistic. This is all the way it's supposed to be. And by the way, this is not my artwork in the background, if you can see it. In YouTube, you can't. In this video, you can. So, oh, Pennsylvania. Nice. But and Rise Media is they're mostly from New York, and Jaren's in Florida, so he has that nice weather. And I believe that's where Ishmael is, in Miami something, I don't know. He's traveling around for his book, Our Cosmic Origins, so that's cool too. But anyhow, my vibrations, hello, I like that. My vibrations lately have been pretty calm and still, even though I know there's videos circulating about what I do at rallies and speak at rallies. And thank you to Christopher James for posting that video, and thank you to Linda Winger for taking the video. Um, yeah, that's actually one of the videos that I did watch of myself. I don't normally do, but I wanted to see what I was saying in the video, so that was pretty good. I don't feel any shame or remorse, because to me I'm just transferring information about something actually that's happened and statistics, and there's no avoiding the information that's coming out. So if you haven't watched it, it's I can't remember the exact title of it, but it's children kidnapped. People rally to get kidnapped children back or something. But Christopher James is doing an excellent job, and thank you to Jesse Howell on the Missing Link for again helping. And also, there's a couple more people that are interested in getting this family story out, so I'm really excited about that. And I'll be probably speaking with them later, or trying to help make that happen somehow, some way. And the more the merrier that know the story, and the more that are manifesting timelines of reunification for all children to be home. And this is one of the things too that was in the video, is Jaren said, like, the action and emotion, the emotion behind the manifestation is really important. So we have to manifest happiness in the family doing stuff, like I think I'd mentioned before, like eating dinner and just participating in Christmas together, or going for walks, doing laundry, simple family things to make their life happier. So I think that's really important for us to imagine the happier emotions that come along with reunification, and that helps also create a higher timeline for those children to be returned home. Not only that, but higher consciousness, collective consciousness as a whole, thinking of positive, happy thoughts of that. And we really need to keep engaging ourselves in whatever your situation is, the happier alternative or outcome that you're expecting. So if you're in a job that you particularly don't like, and you wish that, say, you had a different job, you need to manifest the emotions. And I kind of used to do this before when I'd go get a job. If I really wanted that job, I just pretend I was working with all the people that I went to the interview with. So I'd be like, oh, I know her and her and her, like off, you know, out of work kind of as friends. And then it would put you into that situation where we were all commingling together. And so yeah, what are some of the ways you guys have manifested things of happiness in your lives? So if you're not commenting while we're in the chat, then feel free to leave the comments. I love reading people's comments, and I do try and read every single comment that is there. Sometimes they're missed on this channel, the YT's channel especially, because yeah, I tell the truth. I tell the truth. I'm gonna read some cards. That's what I'm doing, shuffling. So I want to give a shout out to every single friend I have that I've ever hugged and met in person. I love you. I miss you, and we'll see each other soon. And that goes for the people who that's even in a former life. So you know who you are. I love you all. So I feel weird looking at two cameras at the same time. But yeah, today was really interesting. I was thinking about the conversation when I got off the phone, the lengthy interview, and I was like, wow, all this stuff, because Ishmael was in a different time zone than he was used to, so he was a little bit off on start time of the interview, which was fine. But all the things that we had talked about in the first hour kind of got tied into the second hour and into the end. So obviously it was really super synchronistic. So I asked what's going to happen, and this is really interesting. Oof, that's okay. Disruption card came up. Trust. That's what we're going through. I love this card, the death card. And this is all about the ego. And the ego is about in your integrity and your connection to the angelic realm and spirituality and spirit. So, how are you looking at things from an eagle's perspective? And I think that's true. What happens when we have uh, um, disruptions in our vibrations, even? We have to look at it from the big picture. And I know that I have been personally like, well, gee, I wanted to do this, but I asked the universe to guide me, and it gave me this. And gee, I wanted to do that, and it asked, the universe just kept presenting itself. And it's neither here nor there. It just is. It's the energy that needs to be somewhere during a certain time. And that's what I think having that overview and looking at that you have to have a death of certain and a disruption of certain vibrations so you can see the bigger picture. That's how I interpret that card reading. But there's always trust involved, because there's a trust of the old system that we had in our DNA, and then there's trust in the new system. Like, so you're almost teetering between the two, but it's literally the manifestation from that higher integrity and spiritual realm, knowing that we're all connected and all one in this super fantastic matrix. So I'm wondering what kind of disruption we're having on the planet, because it's going to go from having a snowstorm here to minus 20 somethings all this week. Do you guys have strange weather happening where you guys, it's not that unusual, but I mean, minus 20 something in November is kind of unusual. It's usually only minus, I think, 15 or so. Not even that cold. It usually gets super cold in January and February. So, yeah, but anyhow, life is good. I'm just ramping up to finish up a couple of projects, art projects, and I'm excited about those. And I feel like I'm almost into more of a routine with more of my life, and where like balance of what's happening with the physical 3D world and what I need to do with my own self. So I hope it's feeling like that. But boy, I have been either one of the other, hungry, like starving, or exhausted, or not hungry at all for like days on end. That's more the usual one. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I gotta eat some pancakes or something. So somebody's beeping me like I should be eating pancakes or something. I don't even like pancakes, but you know what I'm saying. So I hope everybody's keeping well. I'm not gonna have this video too much longer because I did chatted for a super long time today. But I just wanted to let you know that manifesting, oh my goodness, manifesting the best timeline for yourself. Um, uh, if if this is all we can glean from today, which is not, but I mean, is the emotion behind what's about to happen. So I really do believe in the reunification and justice, and I really do believe that some of these things have already been handled in the 3D timeline, and then some of them, like, people do need to see. So there is a awareness that's going to crack pretty soon. And I can see it. You can feel it. I mean, more people are talking about what's on that laptop than ever because all of a sudden now it's real. So you gotta wonder. Oh, you feel the same way. I'm glad. So, yes, I've gotten all your emails and things. I just haven't had a chance to respond to a lot of people or messages. So, I'm trying to do the best I can. But I'm not very good technically either. So, that's why this video isn't live on Rumble, because I don't know how to do that yet. I just don't know how. So, yeah, just give me a little bit of time. So, is everybody else doing well? I just really want to know. I do. I want to know how everybody's doing. Mm, Patty, I'm doing awesome. Yeah, I'm doing awesome. I'm recovered mostly from my fall. I don't have a bruise. Still just feels like sore muscles now. But I have come to a conclusion that wherever I am is where I'm going to be. And I'm always happy usually. So need to watch your video with Ishmael. Yeah, it's just a heads up. It's 2.5 hours, so you might want to put it on 1.5. I'm never offended. Um, I think it's kind of funny when people listen to you in another vibration altogether, and then you're talking really fast. So when I'm doing this part of the video, I think it's funny. So yeah, and I've been helping out my friend here organize her little studio down here. I love organizing things. So I arranged her colors of her fleurs and stuff. And yeah, she makes these awesome hats. So, oh, I know you're one of my biggest fans, Patty. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I miss you all. Well, you know what? I learned a lot from you guys too. Some of not the nicer ones, but some of the people who triggered me learned a lot from you guys. And that's what we can do is just grow. Gotta say thank you to Barbara from 2020. You know, you help me be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing on camera sometimes. I think Barbara was Karen's mom. Yeah, and no offense to the Karens. So, oh, I miss you too, Teresa. Yeah, yeah, sisters from another mister. I can't wait till we all have this big party. This is what we should be manifesting. Just these big gatherings where we're all just, standing in a big circle and or a heart shape. Like we organized in the park one day. That was one of my favorite days outside at that was like as Kat put it, freedom rally OG stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it was. And yes, very yes, purging for 2 months. Oh, bless you. Like seriously, it is a lot to go through these things. Oh, there's a woodpecker. That's funny when I just said Kat's name. A woodpecker, because we always see woodpeckers everywhere. And yeah, it just flew up into a tree. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. Anyways, that's cool. But woodpeckers are about drumming Mother Earth. I wish I had my book here and stuff like that. Yeah, we are all time traveling. I really think so. I think we're going back and forth to these places. Like, I've been having interesting dreams. Um, definitely more galactic, definitely more um, energetically loving. And oh, woodpeckers are totem animal. That's awesome. Yeah, woodpeckers are cool. They remind me of my mom too, and my art career. Here's a little funny story, a little Raven ego story. When like my ego was bruised as a child. My sister, my older sister, drew a picture of a woodpecker. It had no legs, by the way, but she drew a picture of a body of a woodpecker for my mom. And my mom showed everybody that woodpecker. And I was like, I love doing art, but I was really shy and really insecure. So I never really did draw. I took a grade 11 art and got an 80%, but that was a home ec teacher too, so whatever. Anyways, never put a lot of faith in myself until I was like an adult and doing wall murals and whatever for my kids. And then all of a sudden in 2014, I discovered that I can do art, and I've yet to draw a woodpecker. A woodpecker. So I think I need to draw a woodpecker soon or something. I don't know. But I always had this intimidation that my sister was the better artist. And I was the sports athletic person, or the person who could see, like, I always saw and heard things that I know the rest of my family did not. So I didn't really talk about it a lot. Um, and I felt like I was really super tuned in, and I had to tune out a lot of it at a certain period in my life because I didn't like the feelings that came around with whatever I was could see in another person sometimes. So it was like, yeah, I just pretended it wasn't there. So it was interesting, but how we work on different parts of ourselves at different stages of our lives and what those stages mean, like even as adults, and how far we've come even in this journey, like sitting here to all the Americans, happy weekend, of whatever you're celebrating. I know it's giving thanks, but for a lot of people, like, is it really? Um, uh, oh, that's nice. Crocheted blanket and stuff. Um, but we need to really be manifesting these happier things where we're all healthy. Well, we're all, through these uh, traumas. And I think I like how Jaron said it. It's like when we focus on what we're doing in the future, it's not like the trauma didn't happen. It's just we're putting more energy into the positive than focusing on the negative. So it takes us from one energy of, say, being a victim, and using words that are not healthy to us. And we all do it. I do it. I've done it, like, a lot. And I'm trying to break myself of that, but it is a conscious effort, and that's being conscious and being present. Like, hey, wait, I shouldn't be saying that about myself, and or I should be, like, let's just talk more positively. And I love myself, Raven, and I love all the people around me. So those are things that attach emotion. Love is an emotion. Love is many things, right? So I love all of you guys, and that's one thing I know for sure. For sure. So any other comments? I'm gonna dip out here soon and go do some organizing of maybe feathers today. Might be feather day today. It's just fun because everything's getting color coordinated, and it's, work at my pace. And I love Holly. She's like the Swiss Army spice. One of my best friends has breast cancer. I don't really know how to handle it. Um, but dude, oh yeah, no, It's hard when people are going through cancer right now. For myself, like, on the 31st of October, it's been 19 years that I've been cancer free myself. So there are the protocols. MMS is one of them, and I do encourage people to look that up. And oops, I almost spilled my hot chocolate. And also, like, change the diet to alkaline. So that's, or fasting. Those are two things that will actually help regenerate your, three things actually that will help regenerate things in your body. So, but I know they help me. So, but what else do I have to say? Yeah, and again, positive thoughts and manifestations around your friend's situation. So don't focus on what's in there, focusing on actually removing, and wherever it is, like, just sending a lot of healing, love, All you have to do is like literally do the wax on, wax off, kind of rub your hands together and send all your intention of love and then cast it towards that person in an energetic love of healing, just unconditional love, and send it lots of light and just keep repeating it over and over again. Those those things are beneficial to even your own body, and they change your own vibration. So, and also, um, my friend Holly did tell me about this. 417 in one ear and 369 in the other ear. That also helps, those two different frequencies. So just put a YouTube whatever on one thing and a YouTube on the other, two different apparatuses with one headphone in each. Catching my drift? And 15 minutes. And she said it helps with a lot of pain and alleviating that. And she's like an angel. Seriously, this woman is Swiss Army knife spice. She's an angel. So, and a big shout out to Taco, Andrea on Eyes to See, Ears to Hear, always sticking up for the child trafficking and always being a voice for not only Red Deer but all Canadians and worldwide um, uh, victims of human trafficking. So, and just a big shout out to that person. I love you. Thank you, Taco. You're the best. You are. You're even more vocal than I am, I think, sometimes. And it's funny because when we have our little conversations during the day, we always have this chat, and it's, almost a daily thing. I'm not even kidding you. It's funny. And all of a sudden, and it just happened when I looked up into the thing that it was 26 minutes, 26 seconds. And we always talk for almost exactly a half an hour every day, like without fail. It's funny, but and we talk about everything. I love it. So a big shout out to her because she brings up a lot of important articles too that I need to have a better look into. So she's yeah, a trooper with the information sharing. So if you don't follow her already on Telegram, it's eyes spelt out to see, ears to hear, the number two. So yeah, did I do that backwards? Doesn't matter. Anyways, light and love to you all. I hope that you are manifesting your faith and freedom and your happy emotion. And listen to Michael Jackson's Heal the World. Remember that video, guys? Listen to it. And I love you all. Take care. Have a good day.